Oh man, I've watched the Amish before. I've watched them take down a building in 2 days.
You watched them from afar.
From my backyard.
You make it sound creepy.
I know. As soon as you said that, I was like, with binoculars?
Yeah, they bring out bus loads of these people. They set up shop. The women are in charge of like getting waters and like setting up like lunch tables and like dinners and like preparing all that stuff. And then the men are just like taking this building down systematically.
So, have you tried their jams? Delicious.
So they have
Amish jams.
Yeah.
Is there a name for that? Like they have barn raisings. Is that a barn like taking down it?
That's what it's called.
It's a barn burner,
yeah.
friend.
Barn raising. I mean, when they take it down, is it?
It's a real barn burner.
It's a barn burner.
You know, I also heard that like the Amish have a mafia and that they kick people to death.
It's Amia.
Yeah. I didn't hear about that. They kick.
Yeah, they just kick them in the shins till they fall, and then they.
Are you serious?
I'm not joking.
Damn.
That's hard. I gotta research this.
They can build furniture. They can't build a bat or something to whack someone with.
Man, it's part of the culture,
I guess. Yeah.
Is the Amish after you? Are the Amish after you?
They should be, man.
Have they angered
They
you?
are. Run.
Yeah.
Well, you're in the right place. Welcome back to Rabbit Troop Sucks.
They can't capture him if he's on TV.
Yeah. Well, we are a podcast about obscure, forgotten about, and often overlooked films. As always, I am Paul. We are sans Miguel today. He is getting some tooth stuff done. Mike, I hope you're doing well. As you can tell, my voice is totally cracked out. I'll do my best. But Mike,
Is it from the crack?
It is the Kraken. I was fighting the Kraken. Yeah, but Mike, we hope you're doing well. Mike will be with us next week again, filling in Mike's literal seat. But as always, we got Lamar.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear what that tooth stuff is. Tooth stuff.
I heard he fucking fought the
That
Tooth
could be
Fairy and the
anything.
Tooth Fairy won.
Yeah.
Indeed. Hello.
We got Jeremy.
I will not fight the Tooth Fairy. She's
But
a mean bitch.
the Amish are after you.
Yeah, I know, man. I'd rather have the Amish after me than the Tooth Fairy. I've seen enough movies.
Like the Tooth Fairy.
Sure.
The Amish
Yeah.
Mafia. You want them after you, or just the straight up?
I mean, what is the Amish
Well,
Mafia?
and we have Collin over here.
No one's after me.
Yeah, they put you on the back burner with this Amish Mafia talk.
Yeah. I need more attention.
You know, today we're going to be looking at The Last of Sheila, 1973. A year after Sheila is killed by a hit-and-run driver,
By the Amish Mafia.
her wealthy husband invites a group of friends to spend a week on his yacht playing a scavenger hunt mystery game. The game turns out to be all too real and all too deadly. Collin, this was your choice. Let's talk about that. Where did this movie come from?
So was
Collin meant to tell us to watch The Last of Us. Instead, we watched The Last of Sheila.
Yeah, oops, my bad.
Guys, I thought we could just do like 2 seasons of The Last of Us for an episode.
Yeah.
Not where this come from, Collin.
This was so Netflix came out with a show called The Residents, which was like a weekly murder mystery kind of show, and all of the titles of that had common murder mystery names, and this was the only one that I absolutely did not recognize. So I went and watched the trailer, and it looked pretty interesting, and brought it here.
Nice.
Easy peasy.
But you have not seen this movie, Collin.
No, and
Till tonight.
never heard of it.
No, I mean, super apropos. Once they showed a game of Cluedo, I was like, Collin,
You've got me.
the stars align.
How old is
hell is
Cluedo?
Cluedo?
We talked about this when we reviewed.
Oh, yeah, we
Clue,
did.
I
but-
know. Colin gave you a bunch of bullshit, and everyone was like, "Oh, that totally makes sense."
It's all coming back now.
Like the origins of the name and where it came from.
Oh, jeez. I was trying to think of it because this movie is 1974. Is this
Three.
Three. Oh, yes. This is the earliest, right, that we have ever done.
I think I'm gonna have to double check that. If not, it's like the second. But yeah,
Crazy. And it held up, the quality. We'll get into it, but I got to say, it looked good.
Yeah.
73.
yeah. There's like a lot going on. Let's start with the director Herbert Ross. Rest in peace, 2001. He did several movies. The original Dr. Dolittle, 1967. Real big one, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? This was crazy. Looking this up, this had 22 Oscar wins and 26 nominations. That's, Who's Afraid
22 Oscar wins.
Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me,
And
dude?
26 nominations. I was like,
When was that movie made?
66. Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
damn.
Yeah, he's also known, The Goodbye Girl, Steel Magnolias. Like, there's a lot going on here. Yeah. Goodbye, Mr. Chips.
Wow.
Mr. Chips. Yeah, I mean, holy shit. Like, this director's big time. Wow. So, like, looking into this, I was like, wow, this is crazy. Steven Sondheim is, West Side Story is one of the writers of this movie. Anthony Perkins is one of the writers of this movie. If you don't know who that is, it's Norman Bates in Psycho.
Yep. That is crazy.
That's one of the writers of this film.
I wonder how much he's written.
This is wild, dude.
Yeah, and then, like...
See, we don't usually go back this far, man.
I know. James Coburn,
interesting.
The Great Escape.
God, that guy's got a set of teeth on him that could fucking munch through aluminum.
We got Joan Hackett and Raquel Welch and Ian McShane. Like, this movie's bananagrams.
Ian McShane is in this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy with
Who
the
is that guy?
He's
the guy with the
Anthony.
puppets.
He's the dude dating Christine. The blonde.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, he was dating Alice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dating. I have a lot of questions
he's
about
not.
this movie.
No, the old guy was dating Christine.
What?
No.
I'm pretty sure Philip was dating Christine.
I don't think Philip was dating Christine.
Yeah.
No, he's directing doggo meat commercials, man.
He's filling up kids on the doggo meat studio set.
Yeah, but see, I have a lot of questions about
Yeah,
that.
you do. We all do. This.
Oh, wait. Also, I want to know. So Richard Benjamin plays Tom. He was in the original Westworld, 73. Sunshine Boys, 73. Catch 22.
I actually watched the original.
Wait. Catch 22, 1970. Children's Hospital, 2015.
Nice.
Hospital. Wow. No, I have watched the original Westworld several times, and I love his character
He's
in that
great.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even. I usually do some background research for these movies, like directors and actors. I didn't do it for this one. I'm going in really cold. But
I mean, Collin mentioned this movie like a couple months ago, and I was like, we're gonna put this on the list because he's like, I haven't seen this. I read the premise, and it was a whodunit. Then I looked at the director and the cast, and I was like, holy shit! Like, and the reviews are like very positive of this film.
damn.
I was telling Amy, I was like, we don't usually go back this far, and like, but like this movie is good, and it's good, but I also don't like any of the fucking characters. They're all fucking scumbags, except for Sheila. Maybe she was the only good one, but she's offed in the first 30 seconds of this motherfucker. But I like this movie, man, and I'm like, it's really weird. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, going into it, this is like a solid pick. I had never heard of this movie. Clearly, I've heard of many of the cast members and a lot of the movies the director did. But, yeah, I mean, let's just jump into it. So, like, this movie starts off, this woman, Sheila's leaving this party. It's kind of like blurred. You could tell that it's like, it's a party, there's drinking, it's late at night. Like, there's a little bit of motion into the direction. I think it's really...
And these people are fucking dirtbag rich, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I love how apparent that is, especially with Clinton in this, that it's like, I kept thinking of, and my wife and I have not finished this yet. We have not finished Wake Up Dead Man, but all of the Knives Out movies, I kept thinking of Knives Out movies. Have you guys seen Knives Out?
Yes.
Oh,
And-
yeah, dude.
and Glass Onion?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I've only seen Knives Out.
So Colin, yes.
And
on
the
Glass
third
Onion?
one.
Yeah.
And so
Have you
that's,
seen the third one?
that's what, we have not finished Wake Up Dead Man.
No, it's great.
Yeah. I just kept thinking of that because there is a bit of comedy,
Yeah.
sort of, like people are being zany. So as like audience members, as an audience member, I'm watching this and I'm like, wow, you're like, as Jeremy quickly noted, like these people are like filthy rich and total shitbags. Everyone's like grossly asking for money or needing money. And as the web of their like incestual connections socially are unraveled throughout this film, you're just like, you're all a bunch of gross people doing kind of gross stuff. But yeah, this, I don't know.
It's not like comedic, like clue
Well,
is.
Yeah.
I think
But
that was
it's
the
clearly
point of the
funny.
whole thing. Like there is no winning to this movie.
Yeah, I mean, but now that you've seen like all of like the like Knives Out trilogy, like I feel that's like almost clearly an homage to a movie like this.
Yeah.
Not that like
Yeah.
this movie was total like the only influence by any means, but I'm like the movie and these kinds of movies at the time and before totally play influence to Knives Out and the rest.
Well, and the the free spirited trivia of IMDb said that the writers of this movie, like they used to do this with their friends, and some like high profile Hollywood people used to attend these types of like fake murder mystery things these guys threw in New York. And one of the guys that attended was like this producer, and he's like, you guys need to write a script about this and fucking make this thing into a movie. And that's what this like turned into.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Got some coke and went at it.
Yeah.
Put out a banger.
Yeah, I mean, I was also kind of trying to dissect this film again, since it's the first time I've ever seen it. I mean, this could easily be a play performance. There's only a few settings in all of this. Like, if this is a play, it could be like the backdrop that Sheila is run down. There's a hit and run. We don't know who the killer is. They drive off. A year later, the majority of this takes place on a boat or an island monastery. My only qualm with this movie is when we get to the monastery itself, that for me definitely needs to be cut down. There's like some needless events taking place, and maybe they're done for a little bit of distraction, but
Yeah.
I think that because we go back, we
Yeah, the
I
monastery
know
was like
words.
the linchpin of this whole thing.
yeah, we revisit the monastery much later, so I'm like that was like super effective for me. But like the first time we're there, I was like, "Ooh, this is going on for a while."
That
Yeah.
scene was quite a long while. Talking about how you can adapt this movie into a play, or how it might have even been inspired by a play. I was really happy to see like the cast listing. It was only like 10 people in this movie total, maybe 12.
Random yacht crew
There's
number one.
Yeah, them. I don't think they count toward that, but the settings too. Like it all takes place on a yacht, and it's 3 settings on that yacht. You can easily do that.
Yeah.
Dyan Cannon.
Yeah.
fucking
Oh
Got
God.
me going so good, dude. She was hot, dude. And Raquel Welch, from what I've heard through, like, because I started doing research, I was like, this is a great movie. I was reading through all like the IMDb shit, and I've like Raquel Welch is apparently like a fucking just huge bitch to work with. Like everybody says that. Nobody likes her. Yeah.
That
Got killed.
that sounds
Yeah.
bad.
But goddamn, Dyan Cannon. And her character was actually based on a real life agent at the time. And the producers actually asked the real life agent if she wanted to play this part. And the lady's like, no, I cannot fucking do this. I have no acting experience. But if you want somebody to play somebody like me, Dyan Cannon is the person. And that's how she got on this fucking role.
Collin and I were
awesome.
team Christine Guilty pretty quick.
Yeah.
Were you?
She was
Well,
married to
she's a
Cary
big
Grant.
bitch. I mean, eventually you'll find that out in the end. But
She was too
mean,
aloof to
hey,
play any of
That
this.
was the
I'd've got
thing.
after
That was the
it,
thing.
dude.
I thought her whole like almost over the topness was like the distraction of like I'm sick, I'm drunk, propellers.
I never
I couldn't have
understood
done it.
that portion of the movie when she was like swimming around in the ocean,
Oh,
almost
man.
got sucked into the propellers, and then when they pulled her out, she acted like I don't know if she was acting because she was drinking like a seltzer or
Yeah, so
whatever.
she-
She
so-
wasn't drinking alcohol.
Yeah, so Jeremy, I'm wondering if I thought I missed it specifically with what you're noting, and we'll get there in kind of a sequence. I was wondering if she accidentally drank a spiked drink, which we find out later is a thing that's happening.
Yeah,
But I was like, did I miss that? Because, yeah, she's like Looney Tunes when they take her out. She's like, I'm going to take a nap and it's fun. Like, and then goes to bed.
this movie throws a lot of information at you, but not in like a direct way. And I kind of like that
Yeah.
you have to really pay attention to what's going on to kind of understand how it wraps up at the end.
Exactly. And we were just talking about that scene with her coming out drunkenly out of the water. There's multiple scenes where a character will just say something really quick and it might go over your head if you're not paying attention. It might be jokes that we don't understand, or it might be quips that we're not meant to understand, but it happens quite a lot, especially in the beginning of the movie. Near the end, everything kind of just comes together and makes sense, but in the beginning, I was way lost with a lot of the dialogue.
Well, for me, I'm trying to get down to like every character's name because you never know who like is going to be the most essential.
They're introduced really quickly too,
all at once.
So, and that's one of the things that I like. I really like this movie, but when we talk about films on this thing, like, I like to make it as funny as I can, and there's not a lot to make fun. There are things I have taken notes to try to make fun of things.
We mentioned Cluedo.
There's
What
not
else do you
a lot
want
to make fun of here? I do have some.
There's a couple things to make fun of later on.
Yeah, there is a child molester amongst these people.
Yeah,
and they make I don't know why they chose child molester, because nobody ever says it, and like nobody makes mention of the fact that there is a child molester.
Jeremy, once that was mentioned and defined who the character was, I kept telling Lamar and Collin, I was like, yeah, I can't get like. Why are you talking to this? Like, I can't get over this fact. Like, so we're. And then I was like, we're just not going to talk about this.
It's like, well, you know, in the mid '70s, child molesting was as bad as shoplifting.
It was little child molesting.
Chosen a different thing.
I know,
so that
shit,
it could
dude.
be addressed.
Totally.
Everything else was addressed.
You know what? Maybe everyone knew. Maybe it was just a little bit of child. Maybe the little child molesting was just a little child molesting.
You just. Like, oh, you grazed a thigh.
Yeah,
okay.
And maybe everyone kind of knew. So it wasn't worth bringing up.
You don't want your name on any of this.
Lamar is leaving the room.
Mike saw this early. He knew what was coming.
Yeah,
and
I watched this. Like, I'm not even gonna fucking be here tonight.
Well,
based off of that, I don't think Mike's gonna watch this movie.
Well, we noted that this woman Sheila is run down after a party, and then a year later. Here's what I didn't figure out at first, and maybe it's just me taking really quick notes, is all these people are invited. We're kind of introduced to these people on the side very quickly. Names are thrown out. That's why I'm like scrambling. I'm like, there's like 7 core people. And the big thing is like, you just don't know who to fully pay attention to. Like there's really like 4-ish people you want to like gravitate towards, but I just didn't know yet. So I'm scrambling with notes. And the thing I asked, and Collin, you answered, I was like, okay, so first and foremost, Clinton invites all these people a year later after Sheila's death. And I'm not fully sure at this point in time who Clinton is. And now we see all these crew members wearing this, Sheila shirts. And I was like, what's going on? And Collin's like, the boat's called Sheila. I was like, oh shit. And then I'm like, oh my God. So this guy is the now ex-husband of Sheila. And a year later after his wife dies, he puts together this murder mystery thing that we'll discuss, invites all these people, and everyone is just like cool with it. Like your boat's named after your ex-wife.
So weird.
Your shirts are named after this. But it's very clear that these people are kiss-ass suck-ups that are doing everything because he's
a big-time movie producer.
Yeah, so
and all these people revolve around movies,
right?
Like the entertainment industry.
So they're basically under his employ, and they've been like sucking on his money teat for years. But the crazy shit is, he's like, I'm gonna write a movie called The Last of Sheila, and it's gonna be about all this. And they're like, yeah, that's great. Fantastic. I'm like, oh my God. Like what? I'm like, what?
I think they're all down. They're all weirdos. And
oh yeah.
I know it seems so weird to me, but like it's like,
intriguing. Yeah. It's intriguing.
You know what?
And they're all on this fucking yacht. Yeah, named Sheila. And this yacht is like built in 1934. So it's very vintage. And you'll see this as they make their way through the yacht.
I asked these guys if this was the evil version of Captain Ron.
It is.
If these people were just normies, I don't think we would have enjoyed this movie.
You call them Ronnies.
This little Ronnies, not knowing
little Ronnies.
Little Ronnies on a whodunit boat, clue adventure. I don't think I would like that. But this brings a nice little angle to it. What are these rich little SOBs doing?
Yeah. And when Sheila went down, the first thing I could think of was,
Oh, you ain't getting up from that.
there we go.
Yeah, she got hit hard. What kind of car was that? If Mike were here, he'd probably get to answer that.
Actually, no, it was too blurry. You couldn't make that car
Yeah.
out.
Couldn't find out until that car was brought back to Vegas.
I don't know what that means.
That car
Oh,
was
yeah.
brought- I was like, that car was literally brought to Vegas.
Damn it.
The killer brought it there. That's a small reveal. That tells you nothing about anyone.
It's a little
Well, before they
foreshadowing.
get on this yacht, they take a picture underneath the Sheila sign,
Yep.
which is very, very important. And I have many questions around
Yeah,
this.
well,
We'll get to it.
I want to combine something that Jeremy said that alarms me, like in a lot of ways. James Coburn was perfectly cast, and especially his teeth.
Very good.
Because you're like, he's gonna kill me, and he's like, my wife's dead, and everything's about my wife. My teeth, and they're like, yeah, money's cool. He's like, my teeth, and they're like, oh shit. But money's like, my teeth.
But and it went back and forth like that for hours.
He just ate corn cobs and carrots the entire film.
He does a little jig every
He's like,
5 minutes.
I got some cars for y'all.
Wilbur.
Instantly A+ movie.
Well,
No, but great casting.
Yeah, now they're on a ghost boat. Remember? Ghost ship, ghost boat. Back to
Did you
ghost
guys
boat.
review something like that?
How dare
This
you?
is the sequel.
And yes.
Yeah, I think we did Ghost Ship.
Yeah, ghost boat.
Ghost
There you go.
Boat.
How dare you call it? It's Ghost Boat.
It's scarred Collin. He's talked about this. The opening sequence is scarred Collin.
Scarred everybody.
Well, those people got their guts ripped out by a big metal cord.
I think everybody I talked to about that movie everybody immediately just mentions the beginning scene, and that's it. That's all anyone can remember of that movie.
We rewatched that a couple years ago, and we found out that the evil is like demons. We were fucking so annoyed. It was such a bullshit ending.
We're going back in time and reviewing, but
God,
So meta.
I'm still so
A movie within a movie.
Yeah, demons did Sheila in.
Yeah, I mean, so basically,
It's putting together this game.
yeah, I was going to describe this game. So this game's like, I'm going to give all of you a bunch of cards. And we establish early on that no one gets the card they're guilty of. But everyone's given a card of like a crime or something they're guilty of. Because we're highlighting that some of these are not crimes. And some of these are way worse than others. But it seems like this is what people are feeling guilty over.
What do you
that's
say, Jeremy?
technically not true because what's his name? Tom got the card that he really was guilty of. And I couldn't figure out if that was a mistake or if it was intentional.
Well-
but he got the card he was actually guilty of. And that's what set his little fucking brain thing in mind
was brain-
to basically
ticker.
take over this whole game as something.
That was Clinton's
makes
biggest
sense.
flaw, because like when he presented the cards, he was like, "Oh, these are just negative attributes that you want to kind of keep to yourself and kind of keep secret." And then they figured out real fucking quick that they were actually attributable to their group.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He tried to play like, hey, these are just general things to keep secret, not like these are your
yeah, when you're
your
a little
demons.
child molester and somebody presents that card, you're like, oh, this might be a real thing.
Yeah, but instead in this movie, that this is like rolled off real quick, and no one ever discusses that.
Exactly.
Like, honest to God, everyone else discusses their card in full,
That's
except
true.
for
Yeah,
that card.
They sit
In
down and discuss
full.
it. I think the first one that's discovered is the shoplifter.
Yes.
And even that, they're talking about it like through most of the movie because discovering the first person is like most of the clue.
But this is an interesting one. So, okay. So the deal is you're supposed to get this card and figure out who's guilty or feeling guilty or negative about this. And then you kind of tell Clinton, and then he'll shut down the game. And then there's like a ranking system and so on and so on. But the first one, this is where everyone figures out very quickly, maybe we don't have the right cards, because Raquel Welch, who is Alice, very quickly says, like, to a camera, like, we don't know who she's talking to. And we actually never really know, but we could piece it together at the very end, who 99.9% she's talking to. But she's talking to someone. She's like, you know what's crazy? I shoplifted once. And like, she's very upfront about this. So we learned that like early on that
She's not the fucking shoplifter.
What?
She's not the shoplifter.
Alice?
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
She did one time. But she's not the true shoplifter that what's his name?
Clinton.
The fucking big
Clinton.
teeth. Clinton. Yeah, he's not. That's not what he had in mind.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, Jeremy. She doesn't get the card. She is aware of the card, and she's like, I thought that would be applied to me because I did this.
No, I thought she did get the card. Oh, no, you're right.
No, because she deduced that these cards are probably out of sequence because she's like, I was very sure I was going to get that card once they were all read. Yeah, she does it.
Because at the end, like they're all standing under the letter of their corresponding guilt. Mm-hmm. But she was not standing under the shoplifting letter.
What is she guilty?
Does that make sense?
She was homosexuality.
Yeah.
Oh.
But she's like, she thought she could be the shoplifter because she's like, oh, I did shoplift once.
We need that picture.
Yeah, no, she's right. All right, and they're right that about her, because the killer uses that letter differently. That is correct. But regardless, sorry, so much of this was me trying to take down notes and be like, what's going on? Really trying to figure this out.
It's a complicated movie.
But she does.
Oh, it is, dude.
But she does figure out
though.
very quickly. She's the one to be like, these cards are associated with us. Like, I'm telling you that right now.
Yes.
And that is like given, which is kind of interesting because you're like, this plot's somewhat foiled, but not like, it's not like you still want to see what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is kind of a really terrible flaw in the game itself. So the idea is, you go to a location and you have to find clues to find out who is guilty of whatever quality that day. And if you are the one who has that quality and you find the clues and get to the end, the game is over. So no one else can identify you as having that clue. But he keeps a public board on everyone who discovered it.
Yeah.
So if the game ends early, that one of the people who found the answer is guilty of that sin.
Correct.
Totally. So maybe not on the first day, Collin, because like who knows? But you're totally right. Like give it by day 2 or 3, or like you're gonna figure out that pattern of
exactly.
One or two
Yeah.
people who are like this.
But that's the thing. They only go through 2 fucking days.
Yeah.
Because by that time, shit's hit the fan. And they're like,
Well, his plan didn't go as long as he thought it was going to go.
And that's the crazy thing. So immediately it's like, we're going to go to day number 2. And the card that's being played, and I'm not saying this in any offensive terms, by God, to anyone listening, the card that's being played is someone is, quote unquote, homosexual. And that's why I'm like, why is this a crime? Like, this seems like really weird. Like, this is 1973. That's why I'm like, is this what someone is feeling guilty of or something like this? I definitely want to highlight no one in this room thinks this is a crime. So
yeah, the assless chap was invented in 1973.
Yeah.
So Clinton's all like, we're going to do this at some like crazy ass island. You know, I buy some islands, give these people a couple $1,000s. They treat you like royalty. We're going to go to a monastery. It's going to be great. You're going to wear some robes. It's going to be in silence. You know, this is a monk's chant on cassette.
Those
players.
monks are not fucking silent, dude. They're chanting their little fucking hearts
On
out.
a cassette player.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Strategically
real
placed
monks
cassette
there.
players.
God damn it. Yeah. Ruined the whole movie for me.
I'm sorry. That was the secret. That was the twist.
Yeah.
That was the Clinton twist.
The monks are just cassette players. That's not bad.
And this starts the long sequence that we talked about that was kind of
Yeah.
unnecessary. This monastery scene is just kind of really the longest scene of the movie that is just... It goes on and on.
Yeah,
necessary, I would say not.
Yeah, maybe part of the most noticeable part of this for me is it's just so dark that it's really well filmed. Like everything's really well done, but this scene is like so dark and it just keeps going and going. And again, we do revisit everything that happens in the monastery.
Well,
by
I
a
don't
series of
understand
talks.
why James Coburn or Philip, what's his name? Not Philip.
No. It's Clinton.
Clint.
Clinton. I don't understand why he was in drag in this scene.
Because so on each day they have to discover who the guilty person is. And so
Right.
by dressing up as Alice,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, Alice is the
He's
person.
revealing
Yes,
the guilty
you are
part because
correct.
in the first scene he reveals the actual, in his mind, guilty party of shoplifting by showing the old man
Philip, yeah.
who is standing under the letter S in the
Yes.
first photograph.
Yeah, Philip is shoplifting.
Yeah. And then it's homosexuality, which is Alice,
Yep.
who's also carrying on some type of a affair with Tom.
We only
Who's
learned that at the
yeah.
end.
You spoiled it.
Tom is banging his way through this movie.
Did I spoil it?
Yeah.
Really?
It's not that.
It's not
I
a big
mean-
spoiler.
Yeah.
Well, it's only
In the
revealed
grand scheme
literally-
of things.
Yeah, at the last 30 minutes of the film, she's like, "Oh, we've been banging, and that's been great." And then she's like, "Yeah, I won't say anything because there's something else I was going to reveal, but there's something else she says that's really messed up." But
The best line of the movie.
yeah, I'll come back to that.
All right. So we're
Games afoot.
anyway, yeah, fucking Big
Fuck.
Tooth dies.
Yeah.
He gone.
Yes.
Well, we should probably get to explain that.
yeah.
Well, yeah, he's dead.
Well, so Alice tries to
Wait, Colin. Before it, Clinton is.
Oh, you ain't getting up from that.
We gotta
Save
get
that until
another
after.
a mic recording because
no.
it's gonna get old. You know, we're gonna lose viewers because of
dare
this.
The viewers want that. Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna add an echo effect. That's gonna bring him back.
There you go. It'll take us through another
O-
another year at least.
Oh, you ain't getting up from that remix. Colin, what were
We
you saying?
started that on the fucking Disney elephant killing movie.
True. Far off place.
I like that's how it's known to you as
It's the elephant killing movie.
the Disney elephant
Yeah.
killing movie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's true.
So
They killed all the elephants through our
Jesus.
world's past and future.
this is a flashback. This is a
I know I'm
flashback
having a
episode.
flashback. That's because I snapped my back and I think some acid got let loose.
Jeremy's trying to start a
Yeah.
clip show. I've said this
Yeah,
before.
that's the word clip show. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Alice, who is the person who is guilty, thinks that she found Clint, tries to open the door to get access to him, and then the card that the game is over slides under the door. She is reasonably quite angry because the game shouldn't be over until she, discovers
Right,
Clint.
super confused. Yeah.
And that's pretty
pissed.
much it. The game's over and they all go back.
Yeah.
And she tries to open the door, and it just will not open.
Yeah.
Oh, that was important.
Because that was funny,
to know.
right?
And
Funny.
she said that.
Real
And,
effing funny.
Real funny.
and then Paul was like, "Why she said that?" And
I
I'm
did
like,
say that.
Why did she say that?
I also pointed out at one point in time when someone picked up an ice pick, I was like, wow, that person's going to kill some people with an ice
Yeah,
pick.
earlier Tom was picking some ice
You
out
know?
of a bucket, and he just magically, mysteriously put it behind his back and like, "Hey, what's going on, everybody?" And it's like,
I never
"Oh,
noticed
okay."
that till the flashback scenes. Never saw him pick up that ice pick.
I didn't know.
One thing I'll notice, I was gonna save this to my review, but every little scene in this movie, like the little details, when we talked about it, if you're not paying attention to the little stuff,
Yeah,
you'll
man.
miss it, and it all adds
You
up,
gotta
and it's
pay
all
attention.
it's all explained.
So what you're saying is everything she does is magic. Every little thing
right.
she does.
Every little thing she does. Not like every small little detail is explained, but every well, I shall say that every little detail that's involved in the mystery is kind of explained in the end, so you're never saying, why did they say that? Like a couple minutes later, they'll actually tell you or explain it.
Yeah.
What if I just don't like this?
God damn it.
The next morning, they're all convening for breakfast on the boat.
Yeah.
Clint is nowhere to be found, and they are starting to worry.
They're like, that guy loves his omelets. Where the hell's that son of a bitch?
Like he would never miss
He
this.
flew in his own omelet chef. Oh my God. There's an omelet.
You know what that omelet chef's name is?
Chives?
Captain Guzzlin.
You know, with Mike and all his tooth stuff, I bet Mike could really go for a shot of Guzzlers right now.
It's coming. Don't worry. Guzzlers is coming.
Yeah.
No, it's
Mike-
coming. All right.
Mike could really go for a nice guzzle.
We need to crowdsource it, man. You know?
I think at this point in time, we
How many
probably
trucks
should.
do you think it satisfied Denver's omelet needs?
One,
Just one big one.
Just one. We'll park it in front of City Hall.
the biggest truck you'll ever goddamn see.
It'd be 4 times the size of those other trucks.
Yeah. It'll be like that G.I. Joe rolling fortress I had as a kid where it like rolled and then like went
It's
into
just segmented them.
Yeah.
We have different omelets from around the world.
Go to floor.
Each
If you could go to
segment.
floor 2, what? Oh my god. Yeah, it's just really like 3
you
Mack
ever been-
trucks or buses put together.
Have you ever been to one of those Starbucks, like ultra Starbucks that are like fucking 3 or 4 stories tall? They're in like major cities around the world.
Holy shit. nah.
I've been into a Starbucks in Hong Kong that was multiple stories.
Yeah,
It was
that's
not
one of them. Did
It wasn't amazing. It was just like
no, but
It
it's
was really
like
just like
amazing that fucking Starbucks opens up these little like weird shits.
it was
all over
it was
the
more
fucking-
like, wow, I'm on floor 1 and it's Starbucks, and I went to floor 2
And it's
St-
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Was there a kiosk there too? So you can.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they have like restaurants and bars like on each level.
That I went ages ago. There was not any of that.
It's like
Yeah.
Taco Bell Cantina, where you can just get a beer at a Starbucks or something.
They throw coffees and fucking Starbucks at you. Hot Starbucks. Scarred
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
like
How-
Sheila.
Colin's like, I need to get out of here. I could fly this ship. And he's like, hey, you cocky kid. Being real cocky. You're all cock started. Then he shot a guy.
He's a real coxman.
And Colin went up to the bar. He's like, and some bozo was like, my friend doesn't like you.
Okay.
Another tiff.
I don't
Another
like you either, bitch.
Another tiff, an arm gone. Money's thrown everywhere. Blue juice.
Just reviewed the whole cantina scene. I'm proud of you. Very nice.
Scourge and villainy.
In the middle of this Last of Sheila
See?
review. I
Mike's
like
gonna
it.
wish he was here
Pulled it off.
tonight.
I think Sheila wished she could have lived to see Star Wars. So that's why I brought that up.
Awesome.
Aw.
Just barely missed out.
Well, not
She
really.
was
It
run down in her
73.
prime, man.
Yeah, she got it.
She's probably like, I'm fucking involved with a bunch of psychopaths. I'm leaving now. Thank you.
When she got hit by the car, just remember she went, ooh.
Excuse me.
If she did that at the begetting of the movie, that would have set the
It
whole
would have
show.
said, it would have said a different.
Yeah.
Like I'm drinking beer now. I was prepared for some Jack and Coke. I totally would have done some Jack and Coke off of that.
Yeah, wasn't fucking Lee throughout this movie, who's Tom's wife? Fucking she starts lushing it up because obviously she's
yeah.
she has something to do with everything. Should we just get into it?
Sure.
Sure.
Get it over with. Yeah. So Lee, who's Tom's wife, and Tom's like a writer who's actually like apparently not bad, but all that he can get are rewrites. Like he's never written anything original. All that he can get in his career are rewrites. And this fucking Clinton guy makes fun of him for it the entire fucking movie.
Clinton
And
bought
so-
his one original. He had one original script that he thought was going to be very successful that Clinton owns
Yeah.
the rights to.
And he bought it and named it
Freak
what's it
Show.
called?
Freak Show.
Yeah, Freak Show. But anyway, what am I getting into here anyway?
They go
Where am I
back
going?
and they
Oh, yeah.
discover the corpse.
Yeah. So it is confirmed. I'll get you there, Jeremy. It is confirmed that Clinton is dead. Everyone is aware of it. They all are like, oh my God, what happened? Everyone's really flippant about this. The crew is super happy because Clinton apparently is an asshole, so the crew doesn't give a shit. Everyone else is like, oh, but we're still going to make this movie. And everyone's like, sure. I'm like, I don't know how you're still going to get all this money and shit, but whatever. So they're still going to make a movie. That's all they give a shit about. But Tom immediately is like, I think some weird shit's going on. Like, he's kind of investigating like the stone that they're like, he must have like got hit by a stone. Something's happening. But then through a series of events, they all basically reconvene. And they basically are like, we need to show everyone the cards. What card were you given? We clearly have deduced that everyone is guilty of one of these crimes. And as we've noted, it was shoplifter, and then again, homosexual, but then it was child molester, informant, hit and run killer, ex-con, and am I missing one?
Ex-convict and
shoplifter, homosexual. That he was
ex-convict.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got them all.
Yeah.
Informer.
So now it's. I think where you're at, Jeremy. They're like, and remember, Lee is in the room. So this is what you're noting. Like, this is when they start highlighting who did what.
Yeah, as soon as her husband starts like thinking like something's wrong here, guys. Like she starts drinking incessantly, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like she is just pounding down Jack Daniels, and she's the only one that drinks bourbon.
Do you think
which
this
is a very important?
Do you think this
thing.
for 1973 would be the original Pound Town?
Dude, these motherfuckers in this show drink like there is no end to it.
Why
dude.
are you
like
judging
they
these
have
people?
like 45 livers shoved inside.
Jeremy, with their 1973 hundreds of millions of dollars and their infinite wealth and drinks, what's your problem? Why do you got to judge these poor people?
Did you see
I mean,
that?
I'm not judging them.
Did
I
you see
just
that
drank
bar?
3 drinks tonight. I'm like, I need to go to sleep.
Yeah.
This scene actually, as Tom's going through this questioning and stuff, he actually goes back and forth to the bar and makes himself drinks and
Constantly.
Yeah.
And
dude, it's a really awesome
whoa.
bar.
And
these guys are like
he makes
walking
Lee-
around sober the whole
he
time.
makes
He
Lee a
makes Lee
drink.
drink,
Do
yes.
not forget, he's
Yes.
making Lee drinks. Also, I'm cutting to the chase in a moment. I mean, but Jeremy, fill us in with what happens. When Lee eventually leaves, I'm noting the drinks. I'm like, oh my God, she's taking just a whole bottle of Jack. And Collin's like, she's got 2 bottles. Like, she walks off with 2 full bottles. That's how you storm off. But
That's true.
Well, so immediately, like in my mind, I know that she's like the guiltiest of the parties there.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, like you can tell, like she has gone from like, this is a gay little fucking event to like, I am drinking myself to death on this boat.
I always
she's guilty of like some very bad thing.
She's
And
the only
because they're not
normal person.
mentioning like child molesting at all, I know that she is the hit and run driver.
Yeah. Well, she's the only normal person this entire movie.
Yeah.
Up until this point, and you're kind of like, kind of on her
But
side.
she's also very wealthy. She is a very
we find
wealthy
that out.
woman,
Yeah.
and that is very important.
They made kind of like points that she was kind of an alcoholic because she's constantly drinking earlier. I kind of made a point that she was drinking a glass of bourbon. And that glass is pretty hefty when they first showed her with it earlier, and she's just constantly drinking. There's 3 other scenes where she's drinking, so I just pegged her as she's just going to be drinking and she's nervous the whole time.
Well, they call
Not
her
that
Well,
she's
and they
guilty.
make mention of her drinks throughout the entire movie. Like Lee, you always know what she's drinking.
Every scene, Tom is like, "Let me get a sip of that," or he just takes it out of her hand and drinks it.
That's true.
Yeah.
They did that every scene that they were in.
Now that
Up
you
to this
mention it, I
point.
do remember those scenes. So yes, we got a little lush on our hands, and she's getting more nervous as the questioning is becoming closer toward her, because process of elimination is taking out the roles of who did what. We already did the shoplifter.
And I will say, like, I won't give a full reveal. And as I've alluded, like, make sure, like, to note, Lee is getting drinks from Tom. So, I mean, I guess I could just say it right there. He is spiking her drinks. We later learn that. And there's a reason why. And that's why I said before, going, like, when Christy, we kind of glossed over this. Christy's almost killed in a scene. Like, she's swimming by the boat. She's on a little raft. These propellers start. She narrowly escapes. But when she gets back on the boat, she is, like, out of her mind weirdo. Like, she's like, oh, I'm going to take a nap. Don't touch me. Wee. And everyone's like, okay. She's just going to take a little nap. Everyone's like, okay.
Yeah, so are you insinuating that she might have got like some kind of drugged drink
Yes.
from Tom that was meant for Lee?
Yeah, I just thought I missed something because like she is like really weird in this scene.
Yeah, it went I didn't understand that. That was a question that I have in my fucking notes. I didn't understand why she was like all giddy in the ocean. She's like, "Can you send me down a spritzer?" And then all of a sudden, like she gets like sucked into the propellers, and then all of a sudden she's like, and I didn't get that. But
now you'll see my true form.
I just thought that was her true form.
Yeah,
she was just a weird bitch.
I thought she was just being dramatic. Yeah, it's like they're
because she was weird in the beginning. Just like I just thought that was her personality.
yeah.
But I mean, eventually you find out Tom's wife Lee killed Sheila in the beginning. She was the hit and run driver.
Yeah. I love that she's like constantly like, guys, I was drunk. I couldn't see. I was out of control.
It was an accident. It's happened to all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was manslaughter. And you can't have laughter without manslaughter. Or maybe you can't have manslaughter without laughter. I don't know.
No, I'm laughing.
Yeah.
I mean, laughter is in manslaughter.
Yeah. You get it in there.
So, yeah.
Tickle your nuts with a feather.
Yeah.
Hey.
No one seems really all that concerned. They're like,
At all.
Okay.
Nobody does. They're like, okay, well, is this movie getting made?
I love the turn of events with Lee, because Lee's like, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna start clean, and I was like, what the hell does that mean? And Collin's like, she's going on the lam.
Yeah. I thought she was gonna run away.
Yeah, but she doesn't. She takes 2 bottles and goes and locks herself in her cabin. Eventually, Tom gets a master key, and he's like, she's just laying down. She's like, I just need to take a nap. It's cool. And he's like, all right. And then later, Tom is like, I knocked on the door. She's not responding. They're like, yeah, okay. He's like, maybe
do whatever.
You know what? We gotta
later.
fucking drink this booze here. It's not gonna drink itself.
It's not.
All right. And Lee's got 2 bottles. She's working on her
We still
portion.
have 4 cartons of cigarettes to smoke, so
all Newports, and then the 1 pack of Marlboros at the end.
Oh my god. I can't believe everybody was smoking Newports back then. Wow.
Hey man, menthol's where it's at in the 70s.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been.
Well, sorry. Side note. I like
Lamar. If Lamar travels back in time, he's gonna get rid of the fucking menthol cigarettes.
Well, I like when the Newports are noted, because they're like, we found this Newport butt next to like the dead body of Clinton, and they're like, yeah, who's smoking Newports? And Ian McShane is. He's like, well, there's a pack, and then Christy is like, me too, and then Lee's like, well, that's ridiculous. All these Newports. She's like, oh, by the way, I am too. Whoops.
Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah, and Ian McShane's like, dude, there's like cartons and boxes everywhere of Newports. Like, what the hell are you talking about? And all of you were smoking right now. And they're like, yeah, I guess.
Slipped and fell on a Newport.
They literally did.
It's the same way that killed Clinton. George Clinton. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, so fucking
Funkadelic?
That's a different cigarette. It's a P-Funk.
So they find Lee like the next morning. She's apparently, and I'm quoting here, listeners.
And when Jeremy said he's quoting, he showed us the quote signs, but it was his penis.
It was.
Yeah. I mean,
it was split in half.
That's how I sign my quotes to deaf people. I just whip out my penis and I shake it a couple times. They understand.
His penis was cut in half like a hot dog, flopping to show the quote signs, and that was impressive. That was.
Oh god. Anyway, dude, the whole conversation of this movie should revolve around the last. Basically,
what were we gonna say? What were we gonna say in quotes? It's Lee. We find Lee.
Well, yeah. Well, so Lee fucking
quotes.
was like, I'm gonna confront this guy. He's being a dick about knowing that I killed his wife. And they basically place it so like she accidentally killed him and then staged it to look like an accident, and then she killed herself in the bathtub.
I also, crazy enough, I noted this comment to these guys. She at one point in time, she's talking to Tom and she's like, God, I would kill myself to take a bath, but the only bath is in Clinton's room, and that is where she is dead, in the bath.
It's one of those little things that she said earlier. It's like, why did she say that? And
this is where I like when Tom is trying to explain to
Tom
the people
Berenger, for those people who are just listening,
what has fucking transpired throughout this film. I really like his like clinical explanation of everything. like it's almost like the character he played in like the Westworld film, like the roboticness of his voice as he explains, like lays out this whole plot that has taken place, and eventually at the end everybody buys it except for the old man who's like, man, there is just something that's not sticking with me here, and it's because he knows that he's the goddamn shoplifter, but he never told anybody that. He's like, I'm the shoplifter. Like, he actually revealed it. Clinton revealed it to the people that came into the room before me the first day.
He said you didn't. Clinton
So
said
like,
you didn't have to leave the room.
Why this guy is claiming to be claiming like I'm this person, and so he stays quiet, and he's like in his mind, he's like something's not right with all
like
this,
that.
and then other things start to transpire as the movie progresses for the last like 15-20 minutes.
My direct note for Mike, if he listens to this episode, because he's not here, is one of our lead characters, Tom, looks just like Ray Purchase from A Toast in London. Ray Purchase, the guy who just kicks everyone in the balls. I'm going to call him Fake Mitch.
Fake Mitch, I like that.
Who is the guy's name in Out Cold? I just listened to that episode. It's great.
The episode recorded. Which character is like 50 characters? Stumpy?
No, like Rick Burns or what? The lead character, the
Ruben,
not
the Rubinator.
Yeah, Rick Rubin,
Rum Tug Tugger.
I gotta listen to that episode. Speaking of which, I listened to. I'm halfway through. Invisible Man. Man, we were wasted on that one. The first 10 minutes of that episode is just bonkers.
How dare you? Well, I do want to say one thing going back. We're revealing who did what. Lee is dead in a bathtub. They're like, oh my God, she killed herself, racked with guilt. But going back, everyone has revealed what they did. Ex-criminal is Anthony, various other things. But the child molester is Philip. And this is like the one area that we're all like, we just can't get over. Like, no one ever addresses this goddamn point
and
ever
Philip
again.
doesn't
like,
either. He's
shit.
like, and he knows.
He's
He's
fine.
like, I'm not a child molester.
It was funny. I say this in the most
dog
dark fashion. At the very end of who did what, there's 2 cards left. I'm like, so it's down between child molester and murderer. I'd be like, I'm the murderer. And tell that to everyone. Like, I did not do that. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, Jesus Christ.
Like, seriously, when Tom was like, oh, I'm the homosexual, I was for sure like 3 other people were gonna be like, no, I also slept with Clint. I'm the homosexual. I thought all.
Hell,
of
I
the
thought
guys
that
were
too.
gonna do
I thought that too.
Yeah.
It's like, where's that shoplifting card or homosexual card? I'll take those immediately. I don't want anything. I'll be an informant. I don't care.
Yeah.
A little child molester? No.
Yeah, I thought, Collin, I totally thought Clinton was getting with everyone or had. And that name again is Mr. Plow.
Mr. Plow.
But then everyone goes to some island and parties it up, just like the end of Captain Ron. And like the crew's there. And what really happens is
He did.
the direction is solid. So Tom sees like the flickering of the light, and you're like, wow, Tom, like, what are you investigating? What's going on? And he sees Philip, who's just kind of like throwing cigarette butts down, and he's trying to figure out this like cigarette, step on, pull back, forensic, like basic knowledge. And what's crazy is
You're saying Tom, but you're talking about Philip. Philip is the one that's seeing
He said
this.
Philip.
Yeah. Philip's doing this. Tom comes on the boat.
Walks in on him.
Yeah, and sees all this.
What in the Sherlock Holmes shit is going on here?
So this is by far my favorite scene of the film. The conversation between Philip and Tom. It is effing bananas. All is revealed here. So basically, Philip's like, dear Tom, I know everything, and I think I'm figuring it out, and someone must have done this, and someone must have done that, and they're both figuring this out together, and Tom's like, yeah, I'm going to go get something. And when he leaves, Philip really figures everything out. He looks at this photo, and Jeremy, you could note like everything that you guys said before.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Nobody that admitted what they were all lying. No, like every
Even
single
Anthony?
person was
Well,
under
no.
he was the informer.
That's
He was
right.
under the eye.
But so
Sheila.
the cards that they got
right.
weren't supposed to be what they actually were until the
Until
last one.
Saturday
Yeah.
when the final but then when Tom was like, I'm the homosexual, everybody else played along and like be like, okay, well then I'm the informer. But none of that was correct because at the beginning, what's his name? James Coburn, Clinton was like, he's like, you won't have to move to figure this game out if you're smart.
Yeah.
And that's when he was strategically placing everybody under the letter that they actually
but remember,
represented in his mind.
Tom intelligently like Jedi mind tricks everyone in that moment to be like, well, me and my wife Lee basically found out that the shoplifter from a shoplifting term situation was Alice, and Alice is like, yeah, I guess that's what I did. So he like actually talks her into it.
Yeah.
Tom's a clever
So
one.
like everybody's
Yeah.
kind of like lying about this because they don't really want to be like the people that they actually are, I guess.
Right. So the card. So the picture matched the card that they received. The card that each person received was not what they were guilty of.
Correct.
So
Correct.
Yeah.
What the letter they were standing under in the picture
was what card
they
they
were
had.
guilty of.
No, it's what card they had.
Colin's right. It's the card that they got.
Because it solves the game.
Philip
not the
puts it
crime.
all. Remember, Philip puts it all together at the end when he starts like putting
So
layering.
who the
them
hell
on.
was the child molester, Philip?
It's Philip,
No. Yeah.
yeah.
Philip was the child
Yeah,
molester. Yeah.
and
But-
they never
well,
got
you
him.
know what?
Yeah.
I'd have nuked that fucking boat right out of the goddamn
Well,
Mediterranean, dude.
well, let's get to it. So these two are having these long-winded conversation. Tom comes back and Philip's like, I know you did all of this, and puts it together. He's like, in the monastery, you took this ice pick, and he says something really weird. He's like, you took this ice pick, like the classic woman's killing device.
That was my favorite. I was like, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I was like, what? Maybe that's like a more like 60s, 70s like literature.
That's how she
trope.
killed him in
Back
Basic
when
Instinct.
women constantly killed people with ice picks.
I was just gonna say like just
Basic Instinct.
I was just gonna say just in probably those like dime store novels that people were buying. Maybe that was like the reoccurring thing. And I mean like in the 60s and 70s, like in those books. Maybe that was just like because we looked something up in Clue where like the butler did it became like a famous thing starting, and maybe that was like another thing like if a woman killed someone in like a murder mystery, it was with the ice pick. Maybe she was the butler or the man.
I guess, yeah, maybe like, long piercing kind of instruments were more feminine than like a hammer or a club or something. I don't know.
It was pre-Basic Instinct.
Well, you don't have to be like extremely strong to like jab an ice pick
Fair.
into somebody's spine.
Yeah, totally.
Jeremy, do you want to talk about Sharon Stone and Basic Instinct?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, we're never gonna do that movie.
Aren't we?
I hope not.
We might.
Like if we're doing this like 30 years from now, maybe.
I'll do the movie Sliver, which is like the B-side version of that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
He doesn't look a good 90s Sharon Stone, you know?
Get those stones.
Yeah.
Get those stones.
The
and start
Chones
sharing.
and the Stones.
So basically what happens is, and we didn't mention this because it's so inconsequential to the previous points of this film, is Anthony, Ian McShane, has some puppets. Well,
Oh man.
Tom has
That's
brought
weird,
those puppets
dude.
down.
What the
And
fuck
he's like,
is up with that?
well, he says directly, he's like,
What's he
hey,
doing with these puppets, dude?
well, Ian McShane,
They're
I don't
sock
know.
Puppets.
Well, I don't know what Ian
like,
McShane
did he
doing.
make them himself?
They're sex
Probably.
things. You know, they're
Yeah,
sex
there
things.
we go.
Clinton loves them. One puppet per nut. Nut puppets.
Alice loves them.
Loves them. So with this, Tom's like, I don't have gloves, so now I need to choke you to death with these puppets, these hand puppets. And he almost does. And Christine comes down, and then Anthony eventually is like, what the hell's going on? And she's like, what a ruckus. And the dust
I was
settles.
here to bang.
The dust settles, and basically the weird conversation that everyone has is, we had an argument, we're going to work this out, we're still going to make this movie, and that's how we all need to live. This movie
Well,
needs to be
she's
made.
like, you're gonna use the $5 million that you're getting from Lee's estate to help us fund this film.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then the kicker was, the old man's like, listen, you can't be the original writer of this movie.
You gotta
It would be
rewrite it.
close to home. Like, you'll be the rewriter. And he sits on the couch and he's like,
the thing he's been trying to escape. Yeah, that, that end, and it is the end. These people don't die. Tom is now left basically in a living hell. He's been trying to escape this role of rewrites, and he's right back at it, but he's going to make a living doing it. This ending is so Tales from the Crypt for me.
I was going to say Twilight Zone.
I don't think it's Twilight. Twilight Zone would be more like, you're a bad person, you're effed, and now like so many awful other things are happening. But this is more like hell on earth, and that's why I think Tales from the Crypt. Like you are now just living. You wanted this, like, hey, be careful what you wish for. You basically got it, and now you're going to be rewriting, and everyone thinks you're a joke. Yeah, and this is how this movie ends.
I think I said Twilight Zone because of the way it zoomed out on him.
Yeah, I can see that.
He has his hands. Yeah. His hands are in puppets. Just sitting there on the couch like, Yeah,
he never takes the puppets off. They're just like his strangle puppets.
And as Paul said, the movie ends.
Yeah.
You know what? You haven't lived till you mess around with some strangle puppets.
Nut puppets?
Some nut puppets.
Yeah.
Get some nut puppets on your hands.
Just remember when Sheila was run down, she's like, ooh.
Hey, it's currently fucking 10 degrees here, guys.
Hey, you know what?
I need some fucking nut puppets.
Yeah, why don't you sack up some nut puppets? we got a final synopsis to go through.
Hey, we're TMing this.
TM nut puppets.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
We got some more TMs.
As always, feel free to reach out to us at rabbittroopsuckspodcast@gmail.com. If you have any insight to movies, if you are on Etsy and you're making some nut puppets, let us know. Are you frosting? Yeah, are you frosting your pistachios? Are you the town cranberry? Don't write us. But rabbittroopsuckspodcast@gmail.com. You could go to our website proper, rabbittroopsucks.com. We have links to merchandise, some of our episodes, pictures, various other things, any kind of events, fun things that are always there. Check us out. Pictures of the bands that have played, various other things. Go there. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and we're everywhere. Podcasts are available. So if you're on one platform, check out another. And I am very sorry, my voice is super crackly, but Collin, I thought this was a fantastic film. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with this. Jeremy, you're up. Like, what are your views on The Last of Sheila in 1973?
Yeah, so I really like this movie. I like what we do here with Weird, Obscure, and Forgotten About movies. This fits right in with it. The thing was, like, I like talking about bad movies because they're so much fun to make fun of.
We make the comedy, Jeremy. Don't forget.
I do. And I enjoyed this movie, and so I had to take a lot of notes about like things to talk about here. And I wish we would have talked about the fucking strangle puppets, because the first time I saw the guy with that, I was like, God damn it.
I mean, the picture that we're
and
using,
Alice is like, you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
dude.
the picture that we're using for this episode, yes.
Yeah, and like this guy at later points in time is like laying down next to Clinton, like putting little golf balls out on his golf ball mat, and I'm like, what is this guy's deal, dude? I had no idea it was Ian McShane until you guys mentioned this. None.
Dude,
none whatsoever.
When we saw he was in this, it was like halfway through the movie, and we were like, "Which fucking guy is
he?" We were
Yeah.
trying to decipher like who's who.
Yeah,
that's how young he looks.
No.
Yeah.
But I like this movie. If you guys are looking for a good whodunit movie, and I always like a good whodunit movie, and I actually had some things to say. Like, I think better whodunit movies are done with more comedic stylings, but this one did it very well with more of a dramatic pretense to it. I think, yeah, if you want to see a good like 70s movie, this is a great place to go.
Also noting,
and I'm glad that I got to watch it.
That you didn't know that was Ian McShane. My first comment, because I took like a week ago like notes, like I always take like early notes, like who's in the movie, etc. But I forgot he was in it, and he's like lower billed in this. My first comment to Lamar and Collin, no joke, I was like, "Whoa, who's Scarface walking down?" It's like he looks like a young Al Pacino. He's like in this white suit.
I know, man. There is no way I would have ever guessed that.
Collin, what are you thinking of the movie you haven't seen? and recommended that we watch.
Yeah, I liked it quite a bit. I kind of am kind of predisposed to these sort of murder mystery whodunits, so I was probably going to kind of like it anyway. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. It wasn't perfect. There were a couple little things that are hard to get past, like Tom switches out the card, which is like a pretty big clue, and that's kind of like an impossible thing to do.
Yeah, you guys were like, how did he make another card?
Yeah, he
Just on a typewriter.
Yeah, so his card is supposed to say alcoholic. He crumples it up, and then later on comes up with a smooth card that says, hit and run driver or whatever. And it's identified that, oh, you made this new card, but no one's ever like, how the fuck did he make this card on a yacht?
Also, no one would bat an eye to be like, oh, you're an alcoholic? Dude, you're drinking all the time. The conversation between him and Philip at the end is like half a bottle each.
they have a cigarette, put out a cigarette, grab a drink.
So much booze.
Yeah. Every third sentence they're grabbing a new drink. It's so unbelievable. But yeah, honestly, from a movie from the 70s, which I do not watch a lot of movies from this time period, had a ton of fun. I really liked it. It was probably, like Jeremy mentioned, too good for this podcast.
No, it was funny. We've only done like several 70s films. And every time we do one, I feel they're kind of cherry picked, like kind of like we do a little bit of research. Yeah. We're not just like random like 70s film. But every time we've done one, we've always thought the same. Like Mike and I totally were like, oh man, like we didn't know if we'd want to do the 70s film, but this was like a dope film. Like, and we're always like, oh shit, like now we have to talk serious. And that's why I'm like, Jeremy, we make the comedy. Cause we're like, oh shit, like this film is like really good and people should see it. But we're gonna make some jokes and have a couple drinks. But like, shit, you should go see this movie. But yeah.
Well, I mean, when you kind of think about like, old timey movies, you want to go see it for like because you are kind of a film nerd or something. You'll see, North by Northwest or something like that. Yeah. And this is totally not on your radar. This is so
it's not.
Yeah.
So
I mean. Dude, so I went and I was like, I did like a quick Google search for like best whodunit mystery movies. And this wasn't even on like the top 50, dude. And I'm like, why not?
That's crazy. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I know.
Yeah. Lamar, or Collin, did you want to add anything else to this?
Yeah, no.
Lamar, you're in.
I just want to piggyback on why it's not heard, because it's one of those forgotten about movies that Rabbit Troop Sucks finds and brings to you. So thank you, Collin.
Good plug in, Lamar.
Thank you for bringing that movie to us, and now we're bringing that movie to you, listeners. And hopefully you liked it if you watched it, because I think we all liked it. I liked it a lot. One of my top whodunit movies. I'm not a big whodunit movie buff. I've only seen like a handful, but
by default still counts.
Yeah. Like Clue, this, and maybe Knives Out and a couple others, but this is
the murder mystery movies with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston are must-see.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I love those. Yeah, I've said that before.
Those, yeah.
I think about the second one where Adam Sandler can't stop eating that cheese pretty regularly.
No, those are great films.
I like the layers to the mystery of this movie. Like at the beginning, the Clinton immediately puts them on a task. He gives them all keys and tells them, I can't remember how that key scenario goes, but the way Tom figures out,
he's like, don't key my car.
Yeah. He gives them all little clues about how to use it, and he figures it out. And the only other thing I just want to mention about this movie is that scene at the end, Paul, that you mentioned that you liked, that I really liked too. The whole exposition of Tom and Philip in the end, and them talking about how Philip pretty much discovered how Tom's the killer. That whole scene takes about 10 minutes, and it's really great because Philip's really pushing Tom, and Tom's really calm about it.
There's a scene, Lamar. So I don't want to intervene. But there's like a scene where like Tom walks over to Philip, and he looks like this guy might stab me. Like,
Yeah. I
Well,
like
and
that.
yeah, he's
He
locked
walks-
in this room.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
them,
He's
too.
like, he even kind of shirks back, like kind of like, oh,
Like, he knows. He's like, I
love
fucked
that.
up,
and Tom just pours a drink and sits right back down. I was like, oh man.
I think these two actors really bring some
Yeah.
kind of tension to that scene. I love that. He walks like right up to him, and Philip's like, he doesn't look. He looks afraid, but he's not backing down. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's a great scene.
Throughout the whole scene, they're constantly buzzing down for help.
Yeah.
And all of
Yeah,
the,
like,
the people who work on the yacht
fuck,
they're gone, so they never come. So he's constantly buzzing for help, and then Tom buzzes too to make sure that no one
Yeah.
comes. Dude, it's
That was
so
great.
good.
Yeah, and Tom's like, everyone's on the island celebrating the death of the shitty person that owned this. And I was like, yeah, Colin's totally correct.
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
such a great, like, no, like, when Tom buzzes in, it is not for
yes.
help. It is like, I'm going to just confirm a thing. And it's so sly. Because, like, and even Philip looks over, like, why is he buzzing in? And then it's very clear, like,
He's like,
No,
yes,
I really,
it's like, God
I
damn it.
like how this movie sets up that you're involved in a mystery, but the last like 15, 20 minutes of this movie are the best parts.
Oh,
of
they're
it because
phenomenal,
like it
yeah.
unveils itself, and the way they do it with like the tension in that room with just the two of them, it's so good.
Yeah, that last scene actually kind of makes the movie for me. That the last 20 minutes, there's layers to that scene, which, I mean, there's layers to this movie. This movie should have been called just Layers. the last of
layer
Layers.
cake prequel.
Yeah, layer cake.
Layer Cake's an awesome movie too. You should see that. Maybe we should review that one day too. But A+ movie for me. I love this movie so much. Thank you.
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to note, especially like going back and dissecting it, is, as I said, like, there are scenes where Alice is talking to someone like, oh, blank and blank, I thought it was the shoplifter. I assume that is Tom, because later it turns out they were having an affair and they're seeing each other. And the messed up comment I wanted to say that Colin's like, this is my favorite. As they're parting ways, Alice is like, okay, well, like, she clearly didn't do it. She's like, I'm going to leave. I don't know what's going on. Your wife's dead. You know, I'm not really into this relationship, but if you get married again, call me. Oh my God, that's messed up, but whatever.
Wow.
Bye. Yeah.
It was the you being taken was the interesting part of this relationship, and now that you're a
Yeah.
widower, I'm not feeling it.
She's not in for that $5 million, 73
Yeah.
money.
You're not giving me the weddy I used to have.
Oh.
Oh no.
And that
I
and
better
that,
get real uncomfortable with weddy.
and that kind of makes sense.
That's 73 moist.
It's different than 73.
Yeah. And her
Oh yeah, it's a more pungent smell down there with all that hair.
Alice's relationship with Tom kind of makes sense in context with what Jeremy was mentioning earlier with the awkward scene with Ian McShane and Clint, where he's like giving him golf balls to smack it in the ocean, where he's like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, you want to make me a thing? Because Ian McShane's character is the casting director for Alice. So he's like, he doesn't come from money. He doesn't have success. He's not famous. So.
No, he lives off her. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Off.
Yeah, beyond that one thing, there's not much more I can note. I thought this was a fantastic film. Collin, great recommendation. I love whodunits. Clearly, I think we're all like-minded in this room. If you get a good, fun, intriguing whodunit, we're all in for it.
No, it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I never have heard of this movie. Do you need to watch it as a group, the Rami recommendation, or alone? I think inconsequential.
If you're watching it seriously,
Do it alone.
yeah.
Yeah.
That way you can pay more attention to the beginning of this movie is kind of jumbled. It really confuse you. Yeah.
It's jambalaya.
I would say that since this movie is from the 70s, the audio at the beginning is difficult to follow.
There's several audio points that we noted. We're like, what?
Yeah.
Who? But beyond that, yeah, I thought this was a great movie. Definitely worth watching. We probably should have given a spoiler, like, watch this ahead of time. Maybe I'll put that in the synopsis. But yeah, coming up next week, we got I always say that, listener request. As always, thanks for writing us. Again, rabbittroopsuckspodcast@gmail.com. But young Kazi, you wrote us from Canada, and you gave us an amazing list of films. And as I wrote you back, We're definitely going to cover more of these films as time goes on, but we're going to look at Overlord 2018.
Booyah.
Yeah, fantastic review or a recommendation. We're going to give it a fantastic review.
Spoiler.
Yeah, Collin has not seen it. I am super stoked that Collin has not seen it because I think he's going to have a blast with this movie.
Lamar, have you seen this?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, me, Mike, and
I actually watched it with these guys.
yeah, and Lamar watched it together probably like a year after, maybe 2019 or 2020. But yeah, great recommendation. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. But yeah, great recommendation here, Collin. Yeah, The Last of Sheila, 1973. I'm just going to jump into it, and you guys could add your last comments because my voice is just cracking out. As always, Rabbit Troop sucks.
Give me a glass of water and a couple of lesbians.
There you go. That's all you need, man.
What are you going to do?
Lesbians will wet the whistle, as they say in the Old Testament.